Hi everyone, this is Balazs from Racing Brick. I have another polybag to review, which according to Brickset was released in March this year. This is the 30683 McLaren Formula 1 car. You can buy it on lego.com just like the Technic polybag I showed you recently. I had to wait for it to show up in local toy stores. If you know of a source for these sets in your country, please let us know in the comments. This is the 5th Speed Champions polybag. I have all the previous ones here, we will compare them at the end. LEGO has already released some McLaren cars in 2024. The closest match is of course the Speed Champions 2023 McLaren Formula 1 car, a pretty cool set with some minor flaws. You can watch my full review about the car if you didn't see it. We also had the Electric Twins, the Formula E and Extreme E Technic cars, and the classic Ayrton Senna set. So let's see what we get here. The set has 58 pieces, the RRP is supposed to be $5 or €4. Here are all the pieces. We get a small cardboard box that usually contains capes and similar minifigure accessories, but this time there is a small sticker sheet inside. We get the usual folded manual. This one seems to be a bit smaller than the one in the Technic polybag set. So let's build this thing. We have a few unusual parts here, for example this minifigure base in the middle and this transparent red plate that isn't really visible at the end. The new wedge tiles also appear here. We get lots of jumper plates for the middle section. Here comes the first stickered piece, then the second. The driver is represented by a 1x1 tile and we also have the halo there. We add the nose and the front wing and somehow I missed this big wedge plate. That's what happens when you don't have bill of materials for every step. I'm a newbie. Now we just need to add the tires and the build is finished. There are only 3 spare parts in the set, which is still a lot compared to the total number of parts. So here is our finished build, and considering the size and parts used, it looks pretty good. When I compare it to the big Speed Champions Formula 1 set, I think they look pretty cool together. There are quite a few recognizable details on the small version as well. Interestingly, the larger version has no numbers indicating which driver it belongs to. The smaller one has the number 60. However, this is not a real driver number, as Lando Norris has the number 4 and Oscar Piastri drives with the number 81. I assume 60 stands for the 60th anniversary of McLaren Racing that was celebrated last year, and the model itself was also named MCL60 to commemorate this. Now let's see it along with the previous Speed Champions polybag sets. The series started with the Lamborghini Huracan in 2020. The body was only 4 studs wide, but the wheels added 1 extra stud. Then there was the McLaren Elva, the Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro, and the McLaren Solus GT. They were all 5 studs wide, but these two had slightly wider rear wings. And now we have the McLaren F1 car with a 5 stud wide body, but the wheels add another stud altogether, so it's 6 stud wide. I like the F1, it looks more proportional than the previous 2 cars, maybe the Elva was similar. 3 of the 5 cars are McLarens by the way. I think someone in the Speed Champions team really likes the brand. This is a good looking and fun little build, nothing special but a great cheap gift for anyone, and it will look good on the shelf next to the others. Please let me know what you think of the set, folks. Did you buy it? Will you buy it? Did you even find it? Let's talk about it in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications because there will be more exciting LEGO videos coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.